Great to be back here again, folks, and so excited to have good friend Rajashree, founder of the United States Yoga Federation and the International Yoga Sports Federation. How are you today, Rajashree?
I'm good. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing so much better now that I'm chatting with you, and I had such a wonderful couple of days at the Arnold Sports Festival. You were there.
I was there, yes. Yes, we were there together.
Together. And you
Yes.
tell me a little bit about what was happening at the Arnold Sports Festival for the first time with yoga.
Yes, yoga was the first time was represented, there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was our super regional for Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
We usually have all the regional contests every state, and then we meet one time for national each year that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then every country goes, and every 2 years we have a world meet, which is the International Yoga Sports Federation organized that.
Mm-hmm.
And last year it was in Italy, Venice, Pordenone. And this year we are having a lot more competition like this.
Mm-hmm.
And we are also having Asian Cup, European Cup. Each continent we are hosting the Yoga Sports Cup. I just want to make sure, I want to clear, a lot of time people always say how yoga can be a sport.
Yes.
So I just want to make sure that it's clear for viewers that, or audience, because this is a radio show. So yoga sports means yoga asana.
Mm-hmm.
Asana is the postures, which actually you can compete, because it's the competition consists with those postures, which is showcase or display each competitor when they come and perform in 3 minutes routine.
Mm-hmm.
So yoga asana means stillness and position and at ease in the pose. So what they do, they show 5 postures compulsory and 2 postures they are optional. They choose their own, and they actually show strength, flexibility, and balance. Those 3 categories. And the postures in compulsory poses has been already pre-selected.
Mm-hmm.
So each one already knows which postures they are going to do because they announce that prior. Because we do have also marks given that way, people know that.
Right.
And, the completion of the posture means why I say that stillness maintained, because when each competitor complete the pose, they have to hold the postures at least 30 seconds to show, or a minute,
Mm-hmm.
to show that they are kind of like completed with the complete stillness, full control with full confidence, which is a lot of body-mind game, because every sport is a personal development of your inner self.
Right.
So yoga was here is the yoga asana shows that the confidence and also the body awareness, how much you can improve your body.
Yes.
So that's the way it was. And those 2 optional postures, and if competitors feel confident enough, they choose between balance, strength, flexibility in medium. Like each poses, there are a lot of postures require strength and flexibility together. So this is the way the competition grow, and some people has a benefit of being flexible. They only like to show flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
And some people has a benefit of showing the strength. They only show the strength because they are not that flexible. So yoga is all about balance in between. So here is the trick part comes in, where coach comes in,
Mm-hmm.
and where judges comes in to understand the body. But you also have to understand that we are doing in the Arnold, it was a super regional, it was not a national game.
Right.
They show a beautiful demonstration, but there are some athletes were showing a lot of progress because they are national competitor or international competitor. And there are a lot of people, a lot of competitor was just joining in as a beginner's level the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see their difference, but they are all excited. That's the best thing about this competition, not about anybody else. This
Yes.
competition about within yourself, because that's actually competition means.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel Arnold Sports Festival was the best place to showcase, because it started with the bodybuilding, powerlifting. That's also your own individual sports, like it's your own personal growth.
Mm-hmm.
And the yoga fit very nicely with that.
It did. It did. It's my third time there. We covered it, and I was so delighted to see you there and all the competitors there. And you're a 5-time national champion.
Yes, I was in India. I was started doing
It's a
yoga
big deal.
when I was 4 years old.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and I really give all the credit to yoga competition for my personal growth, because honestly, if I had yoga in my life very early age, and yoga always kind of a support system for my life.
Yes.
You know, it's not only for health, it's a mental health, spiritual growth, emotional support, always was there. Even with the business.
Yes, yes.
So when I was doing this, I did not have an opportunity to do this in international level, because there was not known to a whole world about yoga's benefit, what yoga can be a part of lifestyle. So now it is a right time. I think what I could not get it, it's okay. For next generation, we can leave behind and other people. And yoga is for all ages. So we do have a master competition, So we have senior people. We think about everybody 65 above, but believe me, in yoga is like for all ages. Is a goal. Those time are really, one lady joined in the division of with 19 years old or 21 years old with 49 years old. It was a perfect match.
Love it.
And, one came first, one came second, and I was like, oh my God, it's such a beautiful,
Yes.
This is what we really need to see there. This is like where you really see the beauty of yoga.
Yes,
and
it is.
So, yes, and we have also children's group too. So it's really, we really want more children to join, because if we can make that part of children's life also with other sports, that can be wonderful.
It can. And this is Rajashree, founder of the United States Yoga Federation and the International Yoga Sports Federation. For a lot of folks, there's been questions about yoga and sport. And what's interesting and fascinating in itself, Rajashree, we both are from South Asia, actually. We're chatting about this. And one of the things about yoga as a sport is that for over a century, it has been a sport in Asia, in India, in Bangladesh.
Exactly. So many years.
Yes.
So many years this is going on in India.
Yes.
And no one really knew about it, because we never really tried to bring it out to the world. And this was of course, everybody's, I think it was the right time, and everybody now practice yoga. So it's like a household word called yoga.
It is.
And yes, and so that's why people are kind of getting attached with this, okay. But still there is a very confusion and a lot of questions. How it can be a competitive sport. I'm telling everybody don't have to take this as a competitive sport. No. It's a level of performance. Like you practice piano, you practice ballet, you play tennis, you play, a lot of other single sports like that, individual sports. It's your choice what level you want to take. You want to take that as a competitive level, or you want to take as your daily life routine. So it should be your personal choice. And every sport has, every activity has, there is a place in there. So it's the mindset of people think about yoga and spiritual practice, spirit, and they try to define how, and becoming a non-judgmental. I'm not saying that I'm really doing competition of whole yoga,
yes.
8 limbs of yoga. I'm talking about only which is practice, which is called asana, which is posture.
Yes.
And that is that's what I wanted to emphasize more about it. People should understand about that.
And here's the thing, Rajashree. Also, folks, if you have questions, call us here at 1-800-662-9550. I mean, this is a conversation piece in itself, because the fact of the matter is yoga has been a sport for over a century in South Asia. That is one. Number two, it is a fantastic thing that I believe you have brought here to the West in itself. When we were at the Arnold Sports Festival, which is the largest sports festival in the world with 70 events, I sat there in awe of all of the folks out there who were competing, and they were competing against themselves to better themselves. And I had conversations with some of the yogis who were there, who were practicing, and they said it themselves. There is always that constant and never-ending improvement for the self, and that really, I found, was what made it such a wonderful event to have at the Arnold Sports Festival.
Thank you. I'm very glad that you have a chance to speak to them, and that's why I always tell people, please be non-judgmental. If you practice yoga and become a judgmental before you see something and you make a comment, please don't do that. Come and watch it.
Find
Come
out.
and watch, and you will see it, because every competitors are approaching on the stage with a lot of humility and humble. It's like and with grace and poise.
Yes.
Because without that, they cannot be up there. That much courage they have to go up there and performance with stillness, that is enough. That says everything. That does not disgrace yoga. Please.
Yes, and
please understand that. Don't take it that we are trying to promote yoga sports and disgracing name of yoga. No. We are trying to promote yoga asana, which is the most common practice, and which is actually helping more people right now, more individuals in their needs with what's going on in the world right now. And it's so much needed. It's a totally lifestyle set, but there is more we can achieve.
So, Rajashree, there's one thing, because you're super humble and kind, and I really enjoyed the 2 days I spent with you just sharing in the Arnold Sports Festival. You've done a lot of nonprofit work. You've done a lot of philanthropy. And can you share a little bit about the philanthropy that you've done?
I think yoga is more for the community service. And it's a community service or all selfless service. And so what I feel like that, if I can take yoga to every level, like wherever they need it, especially for the children, like yoga comes as a support system, an alternative to health for health management. It's not something that we call cure. It's all about preventive measures. We think for the health benefit. So I have worked with very long time ago, like that was called Karma for Kids. That was a cancer camp for the children.
Yes.
Where all the families used to come, and the kids, siblings for the kids who were suffering from the cancer, they used to come. And it's a very much reunion kind of like a environment, and it was a very outdoor event, and it was a Lake Orville, beautiful campus. We used to do that, and I used to be part of that, and I used to help going there to be with all the parents, families, siblings, and the patients, and because it's certain way of reconnecting, with everybody. And because this is support system needs to be so strong, and that yoga actually helps to make you strong with spiritually, that you don't suffer from disease or being a victim of disease or being a part of the family, so just to keep that self-growth and the process of life, understanding that. Second thing and also we raised a lot of studios raised a lot of funds for the free service of the camp, so that was helpful. Then I was involved with Uprising Yoga, and that was a non-profit organization started with one of our teachers called Jill Weiss, who was very passionate about it. And it was all about bringing kids yoga into the juvenile system. So, and that's really doing a wonderful job right now. A lot of, juvenile in Los Angeles County and many other counties are taking over that and having the part of the system, having a yoga there coming as a trauma-sensitive yoga.
Yes.
So, and the kids are doing better with the practice of yoga because, the anger goes less, they are not fighting, they're really relaxing. And then the process of yoga learning, it's a healing them inside their own, whatever they are working. Each individual has their own trauma, and they all work with, and especially with, it's more for them to understand the position they are coming, and they get, thrown in there, and then how they come out so strong. And we have seen the results, is really, really great. I mean, the personal growth happened through the process of learning as a life coaching. And so it's kind of like wonderful that's going on. I think, I have to think, anybody talks about, can you help me with the yoga with this? I jump, because I feel like
Yes.
it's a wonderful opportunity, because why we all become a yoga teacher is the purpose of the helping people, what what you learn, and how you can help others. That's the part of the yoga teaching.
Right, being of service. And Rajashree, you're definitely quite remarkable, and I really, really enjoyed my time at the Arnold Sports Festival with you, as well as having the United States Yoga Federation and the International Yoga Sports Federation that we were chatting about thoroughly over the last 2 days. And certainly, I'm so glad that it's added to the festival, because it is so very important. Is there a way for people to contact you through website?
Yes, www.usayoga.org. They can all go through the USA Yoga, and same thing, ioiasf.org. They can find out all this information, and of course, Rajashree.com.
Okay, and folks, go ahead.
I can answer them. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Sarah.
No, it's fine. You can also call us here at 1-800-662-9550. And Rajashree, I'll have you back another time, but I'm so grateful for the time that you've spent with us, and I'm looking forward to working with you on a project. We'll share that later at another time.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. And with that,
Bye.
stay well.
Bye. Love you all. Bye.
Thank you.